I gotta ask, I know this might sound like a crazy question, but we saw the Papoose tattoo, so I gotta ask, is there a quote tattoo? I gotta ask.
Stay tuned.
Uh-oh, stay tuned. That's what's up.
Keep your eyes on the prize, man.
That's what's up.
I want to have a baby next year. We already have it planned out. I'm gonna have a baby next year, and then after I go through my stuff, then I'll come back and fight some more, and then probably have another one, and then do the same thing again.
Y'all must don't like her confidence and the fact that she's with Pat, because the level of hate y'all give to this woman is crazy.
Where the drama is as bad as a punch to the face and the tea is served fast. Today, we have a tale that will surprise everyone because it goes beyond boxing titles. It has a lot of questions, tattoos, and mystery names. Next, listen. The unbeaten boxing champion, Claressa Shields, weighed herself officially before tomorrow's big battle. She showed up looking flawless, dressed in what looked to be a custom-made bodysuit or swimsuit with a Gucci flare. Tight, slender, and clearly made to draw attention. However, the clothing wasn't the main attraction. It was ink. Below the border of her chest, fans spotted a tattoo that seemed like it said Papoose beneath her shirt. Yes, that is true. She seemed to want other people to see it, which was the most bizarre part. Clarissa's moves, as if proudly displaying it, gave the photographers the perfect angle. Now, the internet caught it in an instant, whether it was a calculated action or just a confident strut.
So the beef with Clarissa, Clarence, whatever Remy Ma called her, let me tell y'all something. I would chew rocks and swallow them before I would ever speak publicly about a man that is still married that has yet to sign divorce papers that's been filed for months. I would eat literal cow manure before I would go on somebody's app saying I'm about to have a family with this married man that got kids my freaking age. This girl is delusional. And quite frankly, it's really embarrassing because it's like Remy Ma read her. Like, she's like, I've known this man since you were 10 years old. Since you were 10 years old, she's known this man. She's been married to that man since she was 13. Like, honey, get out the chat. Get in the ring. Get out the fit, because dating ain't working for her. Because I feel like nobody was talking to Clarissa, whatever her name is. No man that we know of was interested in that woman. And now she got somebody interested in her, and it just happens to be Papoose. And, you know, this whole thing that Papoose is this, Papoose is that, whatever. I don't care about Papoose. All I know is that he quote-unquote held Remy Ma down while she was in prison, even though he was probably cheating. Because most men cheat. 9 times out of 10, they not gonna hold you down, but whatever. Like, that's the narrative they like to put out there. But all I gotta say is, Clarissa, baby, get in the ring and get out the dating field, because you get your tail whooped out there in them comments. Baby, that's embarrassing.
People started asking themselves, wait, does she have Papoose's name tatted on her body? And you are surely aware of the lengthy history of shady TIs associated with that moniker. Fans are now curious as to whether it is a secret message, a fan tribute, or something deeper that we are not aware of. It's also not your normal boxing promotion. There is nothing more attention-grabbing than this. You could feel the shift in vibe the moment the video went viral on social media. Everyone started speculating. Here, is loyalty at stake? Does it have passion? Is there a shadow? We are not certain. Nonetheless, it is undeniable that Clarissa is a master at preserving her notoriety before a prominent occasion. I'll exclude the area for privacy, but I'm prepared to show you the video. I'll zoom in so you can see what everyone is talking about. And believe me, the whole thing might make a better headline than the game itself, so it's worth a look.
Caesar's Arena.
Let's get started with this zoomed-in madness. I have a close-up of that tattoo, yes. It is even more astounding when examined more closely. At this point, I had to make every effort to follow YouTube's strict guidelines in order to keep this movie up to date. As much as I could, I zoomed in and blurred the portions that needed it. You can still read what it says in spite of everything though. It was exactly that nestled under Clarissa's chest, clear as day. A papoose. It's his true name, not a pet moniker or adorable drawing. Furthermore, it is worth noting that there are images available that offer a more lucid view than what I can present here. However, as you well know if you've seen those, she wasn't concealing anything. That ink is the main attraction.
You know, I'm gonna play the internet games. We try to stay viral and sell out. I had to give him a little peek.
A little sneak peek.
Yeah, but been had it.
Now the issue is, what is going on here? It isn't your normal celebrity ink because of this. It's honest, private, and illuminating. Instead of hiding it on her ankle or back, she did so in a private place. This man matters to me a lot, which is where she put it. Additionally, based on Clarissa's behavior, you may say, quote, you can't tell her anything about this man because she's acting like he hung the moon. She is a light. She's uploading. She appears to be having a good time as she leaves. Now, the tattoo just makes everything clear. It's not a light-hearted matter. It is intense, locked in, and possibly a little disorganized. Others already are. It muttered, is she doing too much? There are others who are asking, wait, is this the same Papoose that was with Remy Ma? The story takes a negative turn at that point, and people start to wonder whether there is more to this than gratitude. However, this is a real shock to people, as though she is in a very heavy state. Clarissa appears to be feeling this kind of love for the first time. She also has a totally different performance now. She seemed to be really invested, without hesitation. And don't worry, you'll understand that this tattoo moment is just the beginning, so I'll tell you everything that has been going on behind the scenes.
Nah, fuck that. I'ma just say it. I think a lot of y'all women, y'all just mad because y'all got y'all man took before. That's why y'all don't like Claressa Shields. Y'all must don't like her confidence and the fact that she's with Pat. Cause the level of hate y'all give to this woman is crazy. After all her accomplishments and where she came from. She came from Flint, Michigan. I'm from Detroit. She came from Flint, Michigan. Nothing there. Like, from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? 2-time Olympic gold medalist. I don't know how many different weight divisions. This woman is a champion. And things went south with Rem and Pap, and then they linked.
Let's go back in time and talk about how this whole relationship started. Because people are becoming confused and raising their eyebrows at the way Clarissa and Papoose linked. So picture it. Papoose enters the scene in the summer of 2024 when fight night is in full flow and the mood is electric. He walks confidently up to Clarissa at the event, gives her a polite handshake, and tells her up front that he appreciates her work. A tangled chain of events was started by that time. Clarissa clearly wanted to go to her next battle in Detroit, so he accepted her invitation. But she did not stop there. She then concealed herself in his private chats and sent him many VIP passes, front row seats, exclusive access, everything. The momentum of their friendship grew rapidly after that. It gets from cute to difficult at this point. The fact is that Papoose and Remy Ma are still lawfully wed. Yes, that's right. In spite of the fact that they have been living separate lives, the records still list them as husband and wife. In addition, even if the partnership is the play is cold, well, the heat is steadily rising. Rumors that Remy had been seeing another rapper, Easy the Block Captain, gained a lot of attention in 2023, as you may remember. The situation was rapidly noticed by the industry. After learning the news, Papoose wasted no time. There was no announcement from him, never made an appearance on any podcasts. He allowed Instagram to say something. All of Remy's photos were removed from his Facebook. page abruptly disappeared. Since then, social media they have had a tumultuous relationship, to put it politely. Their lack of joint public appearances was noted by fans. Not a single birthday post, anniversary remembrance, or shout out. It appears that they press pause and never press play. Now that Papoose has stood by Clarissa, smiled, posed for pictures with her, and even made headlines alongside her, it's no wonder that some are drawing parallels and calling the whole thing ironic. Despite the fact that his relationship with Remy Ma seems to be emotionally closed, it is still open legally.
Wait. You have grown-ass women on this app who are making Remy out to be the victim now. See, I know what it is. I just thought about it. Y'all know Claressa Shields is fucking elite. Y'all know she's a savage with those hands. She'll put them paws on anybody. So now, y'all want to say Clarissa the problem, because y'all know she'll put Remy in something serious. She'll put Remy in something serious. So y'all know Clarissa would do Remy dirty. So now Remy gotta be the victim to her own shenanigans. That shit crazy. That shit crazy. When Pap found out about Easy to Block, Pap put his paws on Easy to Block. Ain't nobody had to say nothing about that. When Pap found out about Easy, Pap put his paws on Easy. Snuffed him, shut him up, punched him down. Whatever they say, however, whatever terminology you won't use, he did it. He came with it. But now that Remy, the later than came at Pap and Clarissa, and now that they both clap back, and Clarissa still clapping without even clapping, Clarissa the problem. Clarissa the fucking problem. Bro, these motherfuckers is really making think pieces and getting thousands of likes, basically saying that Clarissa is the problem. Y'all trying to break up them people happy home, bro. Y'all don't want to see nobody happy. Y'all see that woman over there glowing. She the champ. She floating. She's successful. She doing her thing. And y'all mad that she got the good guy and Remy can't get him back.
This love triangle or maybe square keeps getting messier, so let's speak about what transpired next. Here is the scoop. Remy Ma and Easy the Block captain did, in fact, keep dating for a while. It wasn't a quick recovery situation. When the two were regularly spotted together in late 2023 and early 2024, folks thought that things were getting serious. But by the time this year arrived, that flame had completely extinguished. The connection they have did not adhere, and they have secretly split up. No consequences in public, just silence. In our world, words are not as powerful as silence. This is where the real twist lies. Ray's relationship with Claressa Shields was cooling off while Papoose was busy heating things up with her. Clarissa is exhibiting love as though it were her first time in a relationship, which is why I believe she is totally in. She is going above and beyond when she describes how Papoose provides her with a sense of safety, support, and visibility, in a way no one else has. Clarissa posts on social media about how this man is her peacemaker, her companion, and everything else. He gives her life and energy she has never known before, and she calls him her best friend. She believes that this goes beyond love. The tension that underlies this romance, however, must not be ignored. Remy Ma has spoken to Clarissa before. These two women have a tense history together. No love is lost, no sisterhood, just simple animosity. Their opinions of each other differ. The fact that Clarissa isn't just seeing someone's ex makes things much more serious. Legally, Remy Ma continues to call the man she is seeing her spouse, her husband. Papoose reportedly tried to disassociate himself from the marriage for years in an effort to settle the legal dispute. He allegedly accused Remy of being a narcissist and informed those who knew her that she made the formal end of things much more difficult than it needed to be. No paperwork turned in, no end in sight, just tension and delays.
What is it about him that made you fall in love?
The way that Papoose speaks, he's a very nice guy. Very, very nice, very, very humble, very knowledgeable. We all know he can rap, okay? And yeah, he can rap, like seriously, really good. And he's just very supportive.
But this is not the end of the narrative. The internet is exploding with anticipation as Clarissa elevates it to a new plane. According to reports, she's telling her close friends and followers that she and Papoose are ready to start a family. Yes, you have heard accurately, she's not just playing house. Her entire picture of the future is one in which kids are playing. In appearances, interviews, and even backstage moments, she has been hinting that she is ready to tie the knot. For real, according to Clarissa, she had always wanted a stable partner before continuing. And now that she's got a Papoose, she thinks the time is perfect. They have even started looking at timelines and talking about baby names. According to insiders,
I want to have a baby next year. We already have it planned out. I'm gonna have a baby next year, and then after I go through my stuff, then I'll come back and fight some more, and then probably have another one, and then do the same thing again.
Even the situation takes a sharp turn at this point. Despite all of these romanticized ideals and talk of babies and endless love, let's not forget one crucial fact. Legally, Remy Ma and Papoose are still married. Yes, that part. In addition to writing a new love story, this man is still working on the final chapter. Let's take a moment to be completely honest. Papoose and Remy have a bond. Over 20 years, 21 years to be exact. Furthermore, it's not only about dating. Then they formally said, Edo, even while Remy was in prison back in 2008, Papoose remained there for him no matter what. Such history does not disappear overnight. Lately, they have both started blaming each other. Although Ray says he isn't signing anything, Papoose accuses him of being slow. Regardless of the person causing the delay, the paperwork has not been turned in at the end of the day. Clarissa's conversations about newborns leaving a legacy and planning for the future are consequently still tense. According to individuals with knowledge of the situation, Clarissa is expecting him to handle the matter shortly, even though it seems like unfinished business from the outside. 21 years of marriage, loyalty, memories, and highs and lows is that much. You cannot simply leave it without any conditions. Therefore, step 1 is clear before Clarissa starts buying baby items or picking out colors for the nursery. That earlier chapter must conclude legally and formally for that man. Until then, nothing exists except talk. In spite of her love for him and his seeming solemnity, the foundation is poor if there is still a wife listed on the document.
Yeah. So Clarissa out here planning to have a baby with Papa the next year. Guess her and Papa definitely talked about it. I get her with the age she had. She's about ready to have a family and settle down, other than instead of being in the field with the boxing thing. So I get where she's coming from. But is Pap even divorced? Are you making plans with a man that ain't divorced? All I can say is Pap better come through with them promises. Better not be no broken promises. Cause did you see her fist? That girl fist bigger than both of Pap fists put together. All I can say is Pap, just run. Get on out of Dodge, Pap. That's all I can say. If any one of them promises is broken, all I can tell you to do is get on out of Dodge. Get on out of Dodge, my boy. That's all I can tell you. But hey, maybe he ready to have some babies. I don't know. Maybe he ready to have some babies. I'm hoping he is. Cause Pap, nobody can't help you. We won't be able to help you. That's all I can say. But anyway, y'all tuning in to the fight.
For a moment, let's be honest. It is impossible to plan your life, talk about having children, and make a lifelong commitment to love while the man you are creating your life with still has a wife on paper. It is insane. Clarissa is glowing, referring to him as her best friend, and declaring that she is ready to establish a lasting legacy with him. However, the divorce has not yet been finalized. Without a doubt, Papoose is telling her that Remy is the one preventing her from moving on. She won't sign the documents. It's her holding it up. In fact, I have been trying. You know what the lines are. Anybody who has watched a long-term relationship fall apart is familiar with the back and forth blaming game, especially when two people have a history that spans more than 20 years. Having that kind of emotional investment doesn't go away when someone new comes along. However, I'll be transparent and state this with complete certainty. Papoose leaving Clarissa will have a big effect on her. Like, really, very hard. Especially if he makes a complete circle turn and reunites with Remy. Clarissa might not be ready for that kind of change of events if those two do wind up getting back together after all this chaos and years. In addition, her conduct, tattoos, and statements that he is everything to her suggest that she has never received this level of attention before. She is changing, as though the sun and the moon were gifts from this man. It's dangerous, but it's also delicious. When one person falls with far greater force than the other, it's serious business. According to others close to her, Clarissa has been totally committed emotionally, as if there were no other options. Planning your entire future chapter on a man who is still legally involved with someone else is dangerous.
Does Claressa Shields know that Papoose is married? I mean, I'm not trying to tussle, because I know my girl like to do her 1-2-1-2. But she's on podcast talking about having babies next year with a married man. And it's concerning. Like, I feel like Remy is somewhere rubbing her fuzzy socks together, cackling, because I would, if I was still his wife. I would be cackling. What's there not to cackle about? If she called him right now, Papoose is going back home. And you know, I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, because I feel like this was the first man that, you know what I'm saying, that made her feel like she was somebody. She was that girl. And I feel that, except it's still somebody else's man. And then she was talking about fighting Layla Ali as if this lady is about to collect her AARP mail in about 10 years or so. And I'm just like, girl, get somewhere and sit down. Okay, Clarissa Jean, sit down. Maybe she just needs a hug. Not from Papoose, though. He's supposed to be hugging somebody else. Bye.
And if all of this is true, then woo. Since Clarissa is not the person to play with in the event of a crisis, Papoose must be wise. She is a world champion, and her hands have been confirmed by the boxing community at large. If this man makes a mistake, he and Remy might need to plan a safe escape, because Clarissa seems to be riding hard for him. If you leave me, everything is going to shake, her spirit conveys. From here, though, things get much stranger. Clarissa's age is 30 years, 30 not 21 or 19. As if it were her first crush from homeroom, people start talking when she comes out here and gets a man's name inked beneath her chest. You would think that she would be more circumspect at this stage of her life, especially with someone who is still legally bound by a long-term partnership. Alin is seated without wearing a seatbelt. This may now be actual love. Maybe they are meant to be together and will ride into the sunset. It's also possible that this is all a rebound with a limited shelf life. After everything has calmed down, Papoose and Remy might also get back together. You are aware of the characteristics of those long-lasting bonds. It is not enough for feelings to vanish because the environment has changed. I want to hear from you now, though. Will Clarissa and Papoose remain together, in your opinion? Or is this a quick burning spark that is only temporary? Does she move too fast? Is he simply going along with the crowd, or does he have a smart plan? I'm reading everything, so please leave a remark with your thoughts. Keep in mind to hit the like button and subscribe if you're enjoying the tea.